Hari Om all. So today we will recite verse 41 from chapter 2, Sankhya Yoga. We will recite and then we will go into the contemplation. Vyavasāyātmikā buddhir eke hai kuru nandana bahushaka henantascha buddhayo vyavasāyinām. So meaning is, O descendant of the Kurus, the intellect of those who are on this path is resolute and their aim is one-pointed. But the intellect of those who are irresolute is many-branched. Just repeat. The intellect of those who are on this path is resolute and their aim is one-pointed. But the intellect of those who are irresolute is many-branched. So the meaning is vyavasāyātmikā, resolute, buddhi, intellect, eka, single, iha, on this path, kurunandana, descendant of the Kurus, bahushaka, many-branched, he indeed, anantaha, endless, cha, also, buddhaya, intellect, avyavasāyinām, of the irresolute. So vyavasāyinām, irresolute, avyavasāyinām, the irresolute. So that's the meaning. And just to give you the context, when he says of this path, right, that is the focus here. What is the path, and what is he talking about? What is that you are getting it? We have been talking about this path, right? Just to go back. Yeah, so last session, we discussed about working in this state of consciousness. There is no loss, right? So we were talking about that. Even if we don't achieve the final goal, but there is no loss. And now he's saying that intellect of those who are on this path is resolute. Who would like to go? Or let me start with...
yeah, I'll start.
Ji, go for it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll start with shloka. Okay.
Yeah.
Vyavasāyātmikā buddhihi ekeha kuru nandana bahushākāhya anantascha buddhayo vyavasāyinām. So, according to the shloka, a people or a person who is focused on karma yoga or aware where the mind is pointed towards one, that ekatvam or whatever that we say, he will not be, deviated, or he will have a clear clarity on what he is doing. And the person who is not focused on the karma yoga or his mind is deviated, where you don't have a clarity, like just an example like our Prabhuji gives, like, you'll be digging the well here and there, finally you'll not find water anywhere. But the person who is focused on the karma yoga and whatever comes to him accepts as a prasadam or the God's will or whatever it is, and his mind is purely focused on the what he does without any kind of expectation. That's what the shloka means.
Yeah, actually, you gave a very good example. Can you please explain in detail?
Yeah. So when a person who is focused on his mind is focused on the karma yoga, and his mind is not deviated.
Example. Can you talk about that example of the well?
Yeah. So the person who is focused, he will actually dig a well in one place. Say after reaching 100 feet or 200 feet, you will get a water. The person who is not focused, he will dig a well for 5 feet or 10 feet. He will expect water immediately. Again, he will dig a well in another place. Again, he will keep on digging the water. But finally, there is no water, and there is no, for him, no way he gets the water. Which means the people or a person who is focused on the karma yoga, whatever he does, with the clarity of mind and the intellect, without intellect and clarity, with clarity of mind, he will be actually, he will get the fruit, but he will not expect what is the fruit, whether it is good, bad, whatever it is. It's what he means.
Okay. Yeah, very, very nice. I think you started with a very good explanation. It will make everyone else following you very easily explain again. Thank you.
Thank
Ravi ji, would you like to share?
I mean, yeah, I think that was good explanations. I will go with that. I mean, probably.
Yeah. So one is this may look like a general knowledge itself, right? But why is it? What is the context of that of that here in Gita? Why is Krishna saying that?
Okay.
Like you this is it looks like a very common sense thing which you will tell everywhere. Hey, focus. Right? But why is Krishna saying that here? Can you see
probably, yeah, Krishna is probably mentioning it because he wanted him to not lose out on emotions or anything and get distracted, but to concentrate on the war specifically. Is that, the now, the present now, at this point in time, we are supposed to concentrate on the war, not emotions or not anything else. So probably that's what Krishna is saying to Arjuna, or his disciple.
What is Krishna referring to as who are on this path?
Who are on this path. Krishna is saying the war path.
The war path.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's wait and see what others bring explanation on this.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah. Krishna ji.
Yeah. So how I interpreted is, so once we are in this path of truly knowing who we are really, so which is clear that we are focused on one point, and that's where the path is resolute, and the aim is single pointed. But when we are unclear, so it will become many branches, like anything, like branches or any multiple ways, which we get distracted and other kind of. But since we are the understanding of the true path, so I see, so that's a clear path. So we could reach that path in how could I put it? The expected or in the right path. So we will have that clarity going to the destination or something. So that's how I interpreted this one.
Okay, so let me ask this way: like how will you apply whatever you got so far into your daily life?
Yeah. So this is in terms of understanding who we are, and whatever comes in our life, we truly know now. I mean, I could clearly differentiate, so that who I am and what is that this situation is coming to me, and how to respond or handle it, because now we know who we are. So, I mean, it's completely a different way, the life which was before a long time, and now it is clear to me.
Okay.
It can be any situation, any kind of situation, to be frank,
So
anything, and
are you able
joy,
to
even
apply
the
it?
joy.
Are you able to apply this knowledge 100% to all the things that
Consistent.
you are able to face and get that peace and happiness?
Not 100%. The consistency is, I mean, in the quiet scenarios, couldn't I mean, reacting faster than realizing, oh, this is not me, something which is there. I mean, even the work or the personal life. But it's improved a lot the way it is before.
Okay.
But not 100%. Answering to the point, it is not completely 100%, to be frank.
And do you see any
But day
connection?
by day, situations, there is a, like if there is a not fair situation or not fair situation to me, the next time it comes, and now I realize, okay, this is because of this, and why it is coming to me. This I would have made. There is something behind any situation which comes to us directly or indirectly, and there is some kind of the knowledge or the content which has come into us through the gathering. So next time same thing comes, so I apply things, but it gradually improves actually.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
improvement gives more clarity. Yeah,
It gives the reinforcement to continue to learn and apply.
exactly.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you. And Ishan is done. Sriniji, are you able to hear us? I hope.
Yeah. Very much.
Would you
Very
like
much,
to share
Shravananji.
your example, your understanding?
See, actually, when actually, earlier gentleman was speaking, Raviji, what he was, mentioning is exactly what I could also, say that. See, thing is that I heard that, I am not the body, I am not even the mind, like that. So, who am I means I am the soul. So, it is, I think, I mean, whatever the karma, whatever the action we do, it has to be towards the, what you call it is the action towards the inward action, the action to be inward, like that. When I say I am not the body, I am not even the mind, then who am I means I am somebody inside. No, in Gita we call a soul or atma, like that. So when we actually, it is very difficult for me to implement this day in day out. And
Okay.
yes, I'm trying actually. And things are at a time I try and no, implement this. And when I realize this, yes, I see a different world, no doubt about that. And when I do my action by realizing who am I, there is no difference in doing the things, like that, no emotions attached on that. And it is purely, what you call, offering to a god, like that. So my understanding from this sloka is this much, Saravanan, as of now. And yes, that's what
Yeah,
I am
yeah.
able to say.
Yeah, I would like to ask one question. So you said, like,
Yes.
when you are able to apply, you are able to see, and then you are
Yes.
not able to apply all the times. So have
Yes.
you
Yes. Yes.
have you noticed when you are able to apply and when you are not able to apply?
Yes, I have noticed, because I could also see things that what you call, I'm consciously, when I suppose I am traveling in a bus, right? So that time, no, I sit doing sit doing nothing, without, suppose I am not seeing the mobile and nothing. So when I see the world in my eyes, because without doing anything, then only this kind of realization comes. No, I am able to
Perfect.
put my mind presently, like that,
Perfect.
be here and
Perfect.
now, like that.
Mm.
Yeah, so when I apply that, a kind of surprising, fact will appear actually. A kind of realization will come. Oh my God, so many things are moving here and there. I am also sitting as a material body, but something inside in me which is watching everything.
Perfect.
So this actually I'm able to realize. But once I realize that, no, it is a kind of what you call shock, a kind of a thing will come in our body. And but what happens, no, once any phone comes, or anybody neighbor started to speaking, then suddenly this is actually fading away, and we are once again getting into the present world. I mean, colloquial world. But yes, this I could sense this frequently when I am alone, and when I am alone traveling. And yes, but that moment I am able to enjoy like anything, which I cannot explain in words. Right? I can enjoy, and at a second, what will happen now, Saravanan ji? The entire universe is me only, like that. That kind of sensation will come. The entire universe is mine, because I am accessing this Panchabhuta. No, I am accessing the universe every second, like breathing. No, I am accessing this universe and Panchabhuta every second. So I am the universe. Like that, which those feelings I cannot explain in words.
Okay.
But yes, it happened at time. Yes.
Okay. So now,
But I am not able to bring it consistently, as Ravi sir
Exactly.
said. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's something which we discuss more in detail in this and the other Vedanta study circle. It is like analyzing how the actions happen and how you can prepare yourself, say, so that the future actions are directed towards the way you want. Okay.
Exactly, Sarvanji. One more point I would like to add here happily, that see, once I realized that once I realized this kind of state, and there is nothing like that. I am not able to do anything. Like, it is impossible. The word impossible will not be there. Everything is possible. அந்த முடியாதுங்கிற வார்த்தை வராது தமிழ்ல சொல்ல போனா, like that. So yes, everything is possible only in terms of good thing I'm saying, right? Not bad things. So yes, if I'm able to realize that every second, and that the kind of consistency comes, yes, that is nothing like that. That will be nothing like that. That's what I'm coming to say.
Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity, Sarvanji.
Deepaji.
Hariom.
Hariom.
Shall I recite the shloka first?
Yeah, go for it.
Vyavasāyātmikā buddhir ekeha kuru nandana bahushakha yanantascha buddhayo vyavasāyinām.
Very nice.
In this shloka, what I can say is I'm still halfway in this path, and my intellect is still many branched, and though I can feel 50% of improvement, there is still more to go. Whatever is being taught in the Gita, when we start applying, we'll see the result. Our ego, it doesn't allow a few things, so we get stuck there. But over a period of time, I think I would be able to apply everything that is being taught in Gita. So my aim may be one pointed at some point or the other in the future. That is what I understood from this shloka.
Yeah.
And I feel only this much that I can express about my practice.
Perfect. Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Atmaji.
So I think I also come on the similar lines as many of them have spoken just now. So it is here Krishna is highlighting like what is the quality that you need to get the knowledge, jnana, and that would be one-pointed focus. So one-pointed focus on achieving the jnana is what will make you continue in that path. If there is no one-pointed focus, what will happen is like the well example that I think he gave. It will be like you will be digging in many places, gathering some from here, all the knowledge, but then it is not collective. You are not getting a complete picture. Whereas if you have especially you need a guide, a guru, and if you follow his teaching, your trust and faith in that guru should be unshakable. It should be like that is the last word, and If you follow that guru and the path that he is showing, you will definitely achieve jnana, is what Krishna is suggesting here. Similarly, the same thing he is also guiding Arjuna, that have one pointed focus. He is known for his archery, so that they have a focus. That is when they can hit the correct goal. So that is what he is trying to tell us also, that have a one pointed focus. If you're on the spiritual path, we should not think that, oh, I am with this guru, it is not giving me much result, let me go to the next guru. And nowadays, because of all this social media, we get to know about many gurus, many everywhere, and teachings are coming. Yes, all of them might be having the same kind of teachings, and the essence is the same. Even in Vedanta, when we study different scriptures, they all talk about the same thing. However, there is a way to go about it. There is a path, and that path, I feel, is shown by the guru. So when you are having that kind of trust and faith on the guru, then you will not deviate anywhere else. You will only follow that path. It's okay whether it takes 1 year, 2 years, but I am definitely going to walk in that path and you will reach there.
Perfect. Yes. Thank you,
Thank
Padmaji. Yeah. And I would like to add, yeah, definitely. So having given the path, having talked about the path, which is the Atmajyana, like which Shri Krishna started, like who are you really, right? Who like each one of us, who are we, right? And having given that jnana, now he's talking about those who are established in that path, right? Those who are established. So it is not about getting that knowledge. What is the advantage of just having the knowledge if I am not able to stay with that knowledge, apply that knowledge, as Sriniji was saying, every second of life, right? Otherwise, it's not going to give the result. So the intellect of those who are like established in this path, like they are like established, they are resolute, and they know that this is it. They are completely convinced, and they stay with that path, right? But this is a very needed one, because this can without this determination, we will not be able to get the full advantage of this knowledge. As Padmaji was saying, like started with like we have the society giving us so many different tips. Hey, do this yoga, and like it keeps your body fine. Do meditation, it gives you peace, and like you follow this guru, and like you will feel good. He makes you laugh. Follow that guru. So that we all get this different pointers from everyone in the society, right? But at the end, if you're not determined with that one, and the choosing the one is the next thing, we will see it later. But like having going with that one path, getting that knowledge, and if you are unable to stay, then like it will lead to this confusion. This, what is the nature of many branched, is confusion. I get up tomorrow and say, like, you know what, today what will I do, right? Yeah, so should I follow this, should I follow that? Like my friend is saying this, my wife is saying that, right? So it'll be confusion, which is what we all started with. And like from confusion to clarity is the journey. And there I see that basically he's giving the key pointer to that, which is being able to stay determined and with one pointed goal, and which is like, this is the jnana, that you are the Atman, you are not this body, you are not the mind, and like this what the world you see is mithya, is appearance, right? And that knowledge, if I'm able to stay, will basically help me reach the final state, or like become that finally what we started with. That's how I would share mine. And over to Vijayji.
Thank you, Sarvanji. Anupamaji, is there something that you would like to say or ask?
No, Vijay, but basically it was fascinating to hear different interpretations of the shloka, in different ways. I mean, I was trying to interpret it in my own way, but I felt like a piece of it was in everybody's interpretation, and whatever they were saying, I was like, oh yeah, that makes so much sense. So it was very very interesting to hear the same shloka, the same probably meaning, but interpreted in different ways, which was extremely fascinating. So, yeah.
All right. So, would definitely encourage you also to start sharing. So let's look at, this shloka from the standpoint of our today's experience. Each one of us are at certain stage in our life, and we all have certain kind of so-called professional material success, right? Just for a moment, notice, whatever it is, each one of you has done something exciting and meaningful in your own way. Look at whatever you have called as a success. Look at that for a moment. And look at what factors have contributed to that, whatever you call as a success. Whether it was your 10th grade exam, or whether it was you getting into a college that you desired, or whether you getting into a work environment that you wanted, or a position in that work, or maybe your project success, whatever it may be, or it may be how you wanted to set up the house, independent of, where you're doing it, whatever you call as success, notice what has contributed to that success. When you notice, you will definitely find few things that are in common with this shloka. Is it not? Whenever there has been a success, there has been some kind of a clarity in your mind about what is that you want and how do I go about getting what I want. Is it not? For example, like how Sarvanji started, if I wake up in the morning, there's actually a wonderful story. So the story of Alice in Wonderland. So Alice is lost in the Wonderland, and she is roaming, and she sees that ahead of her there's a tree, and in front of the tree there's a fork in the road, and to her happy surprise, she finds a cat sitting on the tree, and she goes to the cat and asks, "Oh, which way I should take?" And the cat asks her, "Alice, do you know where do you want to go?" Alice says, "No, I don't know." Then the cat says, "Any which way will do." So you see, when the life is like that, then absolutely there is no progress that you can make. There is no destination that you can reach. So therefore, having the clarity has enabled you to achieve whatever you call as success so far. Is it not? In whatever circumstances of life. Like that, what is that single pointed aim that Bhagavad Gita is talking about? What is that Sri Krishna is essentially pointing at? Why did he begin teaching Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, who said, "I'm confused, I'm tired, I feel anxious"? What is that single pointed aim? Very simple. The source of the confusion or the anxiety or the tension or the stress for Arjuna is lack of understanding of reality. It is like, we've all heard many stories, right? As a simple story, let's say you have something very, very, let's say, valuable that your mother or grandmother or grandfather, somebody has given you, maybe let's say a clock. And you are very, you cherish it so much. And let's say for whatever reason, one day it stops working. And you are so proud of that clock and you want it to work. But now you're lost. Why are you lost? Because you don't know how that thing works. Now you start roaming around, you ask somebody, that fellow says, no, this is a very old clock, I don't know how to fix this. So you go, and you, let's say you end up with one mechanic, and he says, I know everything about it. And he opens and he puts and he starts looking at it and he says, oh, this is very simple. There is this cog that has fallen, and then he fixes it and then it starts to work. So for a moment, when the clock was not working, how was your state of the mind? Your state of the mind was, my God, it's so precious. It should be working. Why it is not working? I don't know how it is going to be working again. Will it work again? Oh, my grandfather or whoever, has given with so much of love. What do I do? So there is so much of tension, anxiety. Why? Just because you yourself did not know how this whole thing is working. Whereas the mechanic did not have that anxiety. That mechanic who fixed it, he was able to look at it very calmly, very peacefully, because he knows how this whole damn thing works. So therefore, without getting into the stress or the tension, he simply examined and then he found what was missing. And then he connected and it started working. That's all life is, isn't it? So in life, when there is lack of clarity about reality, that's when you and I get into all kinds of stress and tension. So what is that one-pointed clarity or one-pointed aim that Bhagavad Gita is talking about? Bhagavad Gita is saying, you are not who you think you are. You are that ultimate. You are that very divine that you keep praying to, or that who think has made this whole existence. Now that may sound like a tall claim. That may sound like it's a very fascinating philosophy. It's so nice to hear. But no way. Look at my life. It's all shambles. Look at my family. My God, so much of stress and tension. No way. It is not possible. So the simple aim that Bhagavad Gita itself has is to help you and me see that reality. Like that mechanic, when I see the reality of who I am and what is the way this mechanism called life works. What is the mechanism of this life? See, in life also, there is some movement happening, no? What is the basis of this movement? How did I end up where I am today? And from here, how will my life go to where it will go? How it is determined? How can it be purposeful and meaningful? So there is clarity needed about how life itself functions, is it not? So the purpose of Bhagavad Gita is therefore to help you and me recognize the reality of what we call as life. What is life? It's one way of looking at it, or who I am, who's going through this whole thing called as life. So I would like to, with your permission, Saravanan-ji, share one slide. That way I can make my next point better. Is the slide visible, Saravanan-ji?
Yeah. Yes.
Wonderful. So the journey that Bhagavad Gita is saying, or Sri Krishna is saying here, is essentially that you are that ultimate. You are that divine. However, there's a starting point. Like that Arjuna, there's a starting point, isn't it? And what is the starting point? Starting point is confusion, worry, fear, tension. Why? because there is lack of clarity. So this word divine is an excellent word. In one of our satsangs only, we kind of hit upon this word divine. For a moment, imagine the D is not in the divine. Then how does it sound? I wine, right? I wine. When there is no D, which is nothing but, if you look at the Sanskrit origin of the D, is nothing but dhi. What is dhi? We'll understand. But now for a moment, look at, if there is no dhi or the D, what is the rest of the word? I wine. I wine means what? I cry, right? That is one way of looking at I wine, W-H-I-N-E. And in that I wine, what most people end up doing, you go to one of the, there are different kinds of friends, no, we all have in life. You go to one of the friends and you pour your heart out. I have that problem, this problem. And the friend says, oh, very simple. There is one elixir. You just drink every night or every day and all your worry is gone. Then what do? I wine. W-I-N-E. So this is the starting point. In the Vedanta, what is called as Maya Madira Pita. The one who is drunk with this Madira, this alcohol called as Maya. When you're drunk with this Maya, Maya means what? An illusory appearance. So when you are so deeply engrossed in this illusory appearance, then you whine. I whine. And to come out of that whining, I have to whine. W-I-N-E. So then all other problems, it's a cascading effect. Life, life, one leads to another. Like we say, success begets success. Failure, like that, right? So one leads to another. So Maya Madira Pita. When I do not have the D in the divine, then due to various good karma, various good factors, somewhere, there is a wonderful song in a movie called Sound of the Music. There it is about a boy and a girl, but the song is nice. And the song says something like, I must have done something good some time back, so therefore I have you, right? That's what the boy is telling the girl there. But for a moment, forget the boy telling the girl or the girl telling the boy. That good karma or that good deed I must have done, you must have done in the past, has brought us close to true knowledge. And what is that true knowledge? Dhi. What is that dhi? Dhi, the Sanskrit word dhi means, if you look at it, dhi means intellect. Okay. What is that intellect operates on? Knowledge. What kind of a knowledge should be there? When the knowledge, like that mechanic example, when the knowledge is that of how that mechanism works, then there is no fear, anxiety, isn't it? Like that, what is the right knowledge I should have and I should cultivate? Is about reality of who I am. And that is what Bhagavad Gita, Sadguru teaches. What is that? Tat Tvam Asi. You are that divine only. You are the same essence. But how can I be? That clarity has to come. How? Through repetitive listening and discussing. Shravana and Manana. Then the other important truth I need to realize is Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. That essence only is what is everywhere. And there are no two essence, my essence and the outside essence. There is no inside and outside. So like how our Shiniji was saying, at times it feels so fascinating. When he is feeling that simply everything is flowing and he is simply a sakshi, a witness. And that is the reality of life. So that reality of life, how it can get established in you, That is what Sriniji's question, no? He has felt it. Each one of us have felt it at different points. There are some occasions where you've not felt, any kind of anxiety or stress. It felt, wow, nice. Whatever may be the situation. But the question is, how can that be everlasting? It seems to come and go. It's a fleeting thing. But can it be everlasting? And Bhagavad Gita and Sadhguru is telling again and again, that is your very nature. You are suffering. You feel that you are suffering, or you are feeling that it is fleeting just because you have not yet realized the truth. Take a step to realize that truth. Then you will be established in that. And that is the divine journey that Sri Krishna is also pointing at. And when that divine journey, when that clarity is established, then you become a dhimanta. So you are that divine already. Realize that. Then how you live life? You live life with the clarity and the purity that it is nothing but a divine play. It is nothing but God only. What is our concept of God? Love, kindness, compassion, intelligence, and that is your very nature. And this has to be realized. And that is the path that Bhagavad Gita is all about. And that is what Sri Krishna is talking about. Be one-pointed. And like all of you said, in that journey of realization, there can be many distractions. Even, for as simple as getting a job, you had to be focused. Even for passing a simple exam, you had to be focused. And now here, it is about realizing the reality of life, about the truth of life. Shouldn't I be focused? Like how Padmaji said it, shouldn't I really be focused? There can be so many distractions. We have so many questions about, can I get time? Can I do it? That seems to be more exciting because we see a lot of media, there is a lot of information. But can I make up my mind? Can I have the determination that I will walk the path? And when I walk the path that the great masters have shown, and I inculcate what they are teaching in my life, then only I can start seeing the result. Like how all of you started saying in the beginning, how you have started seeing certain changes. In someone's life, the change may be dramatic. In someone's life, you're able to start seeing changes. Whatever may be the case, but walking that path, being resolute about, I will put my dedicated effort towards realizing the truth of life. Because ultimately, it's only the truth that can set me free. A lie always binds me. It's only the truth that can set me free. And what truth I need to realize? The truth about who I am, the truth about what is my connection to the rest of this existence, the truth about who I may have a concept of a God as. What is the relationship between me, this world, and the God? This is the one-pointed aim that Bhagavad Gita is all about. And in this path, I need to have the dedication and the right effort to keep continuing. And only when I take those steps can I be established. And that's what Sri Krishna is saying and prompting each one of us to wake up and to make an effort. In the last shloka, Sri Krishna said, even if you take one step, it will help you. If one step can help, then imagine if I take many, many steps, how it will be. We call Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Prabhuji, Ramana Maharshi, all these as great masters, and we all say they have escaped the cycle of life. They're so established. Is it that, they're any special? Is it that you are inferior? The only difference between a student who gets 100 marks and me is one of the possibility is the method and the dedication and the focus. So again, Shri Krishna is prompting us to be focused. Any questions or any points anybody likes to add?
Gee, this is Srinivasan.
Yes, Srinivasan.
Yeah, just I would like to add only one point here. Yes, as you said rightly, once we start realizing and start implementing this, a kind of clarity is coming. Yes, what are all the deeds we have to do? What are all the deeds we need not to do? This clarity is definitely it's coming. This I have realized. Yes, thank you.
Excellent. Excellent. Very nice. So if nobody else has any point, shall we end the contemplation ceremony on this one?
Yes. Yes.
I'll stop the recording.